drivers, start your engines, because today we're talking about a racing game. And not just any racing game, but a racing game based off a TV show of all things. And I played through this racing game from start to finish alongside my dad because he loves this show. So, it's the Grand Tour game. And this, my personal perspective of this is coming entirely from having played the game. I can't say much about the show because I've only seen a few episodes here and there. But the game, for being a $15 game, this game is good. So what we got is it's only like for the price, it's got a lot of content. I cannot complain about how much stuff is in this game for the price. It's really nice. There's a lot of cars, a lot of tracks, a lot of missions, even some mini games, and some of them are actually pretty good, except for the puzzle mini games. I didn't care for those too much, but they had so much neat stuff. One of the mini games even was riding a suitcase through a airport and trying to beat the best possible time you can beat, on top of other things, and it's all based off stuff they did in the show. In fact, some of the cutscenes are from the show, and I know when a lot of games do cutscenes from a show, it's not a smooth transition, but this game is a very smooth transition. It's almost as if it's not even switching from game graphics to the show. It's seamless, and I can't believe it. There's times where I was watching the cutscenes and it would switch to gameplay, and I'm like, I didn't realize it was switching to gameplay because I thought it was still doing the cutscene because of how seamless the transition is. And I really like that. That is really nice. So, the reason I picked up this game is because, well, my dad loves this game. Well, he loves the Grand Tour, and I knew he would like to play this game with me. That's why I picked it up. That, and it's 4-player. You have 4-player races, which can have power-ups in them, similar to like a kart racing game. But the gameplay is more like a regular arcade racing game. So your controls and stuff, like any other racing game for the most part. It's not heavily simulation stuff, but it is like an arcade racer, and it goes back to being kind of like older Need for Speed games in a way, in terms of how much and how the cars handle. It's not super realistic handling, but it's fun handling. They're fast, they're fun to drive, and all around. I mean, the game is fun. It's also funny. There's a lot of hilarious stuff that happens in the game, and probably one of the best parts in the game is when you get a pickup truck with a big machine gun on the back, and you just have to shoot all these targets while the pickup truck is moving. And it's not particularly easy. And actually, I think it starts out with a pistol, then an AK, and then a heavy machine gun. That's an interesting mission. It's really easy to just miss everything once you get to the bigger gun, because it's inaccurate as all heck. But this game is so much fun. I played the 4-player mode, well, in 3-player to be more exact, and I've played the whole campaign alongside my dad, and we pretty much beat everything. Now, we did end up with getting some toilets, which is basically when you fail a mission, you can still continue to the next one, but instead of getting a gold, bronze, or silver medal, they rub it in by giving you a literal toilet as your prize. Now, talk about a sense of humor. And again, the seamless transitions are just beautiful. So much fun, so much good stuff in this game. I can't believe it. And like I said, I haven't really watched the show much. I've only seen it a couple times when I happened to get a glimpse of it while my dad was watching it. But, yeah, this game, I can't believe how much in it. You have all kinds of cars. You have sports cars. You have sedans. You have hatchbacks. You have muscle cars. You have trucks, Jeeps, RVs, literal motorhomes that you can do a demolition derby with. How does that not sound fun? It is fun. The supercars, hypercars, concept cars, secret cars covered in bubble wrap because they couldn't get the rights to have that car in the game, which is it's hilarious. Oh my god, this game was fun. And it does make me want to see more of the show, but this, even if I never get around to watching this, I had more than $15 worth of fun with this game. Yeah, it's not an expensive game at all. It's published by Amazon, and I forget who the exact developer is, but I gotta say, they did a great job with it, and I can't believe that it's only $15. Now, it only has one episode from 2 of the seasons, but then the third one that's in there has pretty much all the episodes from that particular season. So you get 2 bonus episodes to play, and you get a full season's worth of episodes. And there's so many neat random little things you can do, and so many cars, and the humor's great. It's hard to say something bad about the game. Now, if you wanted something that's heavily simulation focused, this isn't for you. This game is for arcade style racing. I mean, realistically, you would not be able to beat a Bugatti Veyron with a little old beater hatchback thing or a motorhome RV. But it is possible in this game because it mostly comes down to the skill of the driver. But it's fully possible to win a race against faster cars if you know what you're doing. And it does depend on the track, too. Some tracks are more fine-tuned for certain types of vehicles. One of my favorite things to do in the game is to take a supercar or a hypercar to the dirt track and jump it off of the dirt ramps on the track. Because those cars are not made for that, and realistically that would completely total the car after just one jump. But because it's an arcade racer, you can do that, and you can get really good air jumping off of those things, and it is just very, very satisfying. Now, yeah, the mini games were fun, but some of them were a bit annoying and a little bit confusing. And probably the worst mini game in the game was the one where you have to cross a bridge without falling off and have to be extremely careful to not fall off that bridge. I mean, you have to be extremely careful. It's like very fine touch to not fall off that bridge. And I think you do that like 2 or 3 times, and each time it's harder because you're using a different vehicle and a bigger vehicle each time, which makes it harder. But overall, the game was a lot of fun. Now, I know this isn't a superhero or comic book video, but I had so much fun with this game, I had to do a video on it. I really did. And so many good moments. So, the host of the show are hilarious. And even more hilarious, maybe more hilarious in the actual show than the game, but it's just so much fun. And I went back and played it several times just to do the offline multiplayer and the single player arcade races, because it is fun, and I can definitely see myself playing this game in the future just for the regular arcade races with a bunch of random different vehicles. I love that. You can race any car in the game against any car in the game. You can even set it where the AI will just choose from random vehicles. So you could choose like a muscle car and go into a race and not knowing what kind of cars you're going to race against. You could get put in a race with an RV and like a go-kart looking thing and a monster truck and race against them. It's really great. For the price, I couldn't believe how much fun I had with it. I mean, I couldn't believe how much content was in the game. I'm trying, in all honesty, to find something to say about it that isn't practically 100% positive. Like, but it's hard to find something negative about this game. Maybe on one track you can get stuck if you're using an open wheel vehicle and it gets stuck in the fence. You pretty much can't get off of the fence when that happens. It's only happened to me once, but you have to hit the fence pretty hard for it to happen. But other than that, this game was fun, and yeah, I'll play it some more sometime. It is fun. And if you haven't played it, I recommend getting this game. $15, lots of content. It's hard not to want to buy this game once you know everything about it. Yeah, aside from some mini games being hard, it's fun. It's so much fun. I recommend this game a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to videos about superheroes and other video games and comic books and all that good stuff as soon as I can. But I had to make this video because I was thinking about the game and how much fun I had with it. And I just wanted to get the word out there that this is a good game. Alright, that's all I got to say about this game. So, rev your engines, hit the gas, and try not to hit a wall. See you later at the finish line. Also, I'll be in first, just saying. Bye.